A Northern Virginia artist is drawing inspiration from her upbringing in Venezuela and her travels all across Latin America. And now she's sharing messages of hope and change through her work. DC News Now Max Marcilla shows us her story.
Was to try to construct Venezuela that is shining again.
In the corner of her home studio in Sterling, Virginia, artist Maria Brito shows off some of the work she is most proud of.
What I call the warrior angels that are in heaven.
Each with a powerful message, a story.
All these young people that were fighting several years ago, and they were killed in the demonstrations.
There's a common theme throughout her work. 3 colors, red, yellow, blue, the same colors as the flag of her home country.
I grew up in a home surrounded by artwork.
Brito grew up in Venezuela. Her dad, an art dealer, her mom, an oil painter.
You were born and raised in Venezuela, then you moved to Brazil, you moved to Argentina. What did you learn just traveling these different countries about the culture, and how does that show in your art?
And what you absorb from my country and these other countries is the Latin American art is very vibrant, very colorful, as you can see in my artwork. I cannot escape from that.
Her pieces of art often reflecting her upbringing, the love for her country, but also some of the struggles it has seen over the years.
I had to put it in something to feel better, to have a relief, and to show people that even with all that is happening in my country, this altar is like a way to say this spiritual freedom is not lost. I just expressing my feelings on my painting in a free way.
Her art's inspirations range from prayer motivated by her Catholic upbringing to freedom and the environment.
What messages do you want people to think of when they see your work?
I grew in a home where nature was very important, with a mom who taught me and taught my brothers and sisters that the natural world has to be respected. And the materials on these pieces are almost 100% recycled.
Since she came to the U.S. more than 20 years ago, Brito has spent countless time devoted to her art, now using her platform to inspire and include others. Her work is part of the 2nd Hispanic Heritage Month exhibit in Loudoun County, here at the Cascades Library.
This was a very important way to show as a community our contributions through our culture and creativity.
This is the piece she has on display.
I wanted to create like an altar and an image about meditation and prayer, and even have the mirror here with myself and a flag that I brought from my country that was a gift. It's been with me for years in demonstrations everywhere.
What does that mean to have you in that mirror?
It means that with the power of prayer and meditation, we can achieve something for freedom, we can have hope, we can find relief.
Reporting in Sterling, Max Marcilla, DC News Now.